Hey everybody, it's time for Dragonmaid here. Yesterday, the ban list dropped. Surprise, surprise! LP wasn't banned. Ha ha ha. Which means Dragonmaids is still the best deck. I have a Control Dragonmaid deck profile to show you that is really good going up against combo decks, and it can outgrind a lot of other decks as well. And we can go for game, which is great. So, Sphere's Tiding, best combo! I will go through the deck profile and then I'll show you a quick combo at the end as well. To start off the deck profile, we first play 3 Chamber Dragonmaid. She is one of your starters and she allows you to search any Dragonmaid spell or trap from your deck and add it to your hand. Next up we have 3 Parlor Dragonmaid. She allows you to send any Dragonmaid card from your deck to the graveyard. So she's another really good starter piece for your deck. Then we play 3 Kitchen. You can add a Dragonmaid monster from your deck to your hand, and then you can send a Dragonmaid card from your hand to the graveyard with her effect. And then we play the 1 Nurse Dragonmaid, who's a monster reborn for this deck. So continuing on with the starters for this profile, you play 3 Black Metal Dragon. This allows you to search for your red med when he's sent to the graveyard, so you link him off and then you can search for your red med that way. Then for the big dragon monsters, we play 1 Dragonmaid Lorpar and 1 Ernest. Lorpar is a imperm, but only on your turn, and Ernest allows you to special summon a Dragonmaid card from a Dragonmaid monster from your hand. Right. Next for the big Dragonmaid monsters, the last of the big ones, we play 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. This card has great synergy with the deck in general, but also helps with your starter piece for your Black Metal Dragon. So like I said, you link off your Black Metal Dragon, search red med. Then for the monsters, we're continuing with 3 Ash. Always defeat Ash. We play the Gamma package. Then we move on to our spell cards. So we play 1 Changeover Dragonmaid. This is your fusion spell for the deck. You only need to really play 1 of them because it's super searchable. You can dump it with Parlor, you can search it with Chamber, and it can add itself back from the graveyard through its own effect by targeting targeting a Dragonmaid monster on the field and sending them both back to your hand. Then we play 3 Dragonmaid Hospitality. This is a monster reborn for the deck, but also allows you to send a Dragonmaid monster with the same attribute but a different level from your deck to the graveyard, which is good for getting some of your big Dragonmaid monsters into the graveyard. And I'm sure eventually when we get the dragon form of Chamber, this card will be absolutely broken. More than it already is, to be fair. Then we play 1 Monster Reborn. You can't have enough Monster Reborns. And then we play 3 World Legacy Guard Dragons, because another monster reborn, and also you can go into the LP Pisty place with this card. Because thankfully LP didn't get banned. So next up we play 3 Pot of Extravagance. And then on to the traps. So for the traps we play 3 Dragonmaid Tiding, arguably one of the best cards in the entire deck. So it allows you to send a Dragonmaid card and one of your opponent's cards back to their hand, and your Dragonmaid monster comes back to your hand as well. And then if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to special summon a Dragonmaid monster of any level. And then finally, I play 3 Solemn Strikes in my main deck. So moving on to the extra deck, we play 3 Dragonmaid Shio. Dragonmaid Shio is a brilliant card. when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can negate the activation if you do destroy the card. Basically, if your opponent so much as breathes, you can negate it with Shio. In both players' standby phases, you can special summon a Dragonmaid monster from your graveyard, which is great, and then they get to use their effects, and then you've got a load of different resources on the field. So, Dragonmaid Shio, brilliant card. Then we play 3 House Dragonmaid. So you need to play 3 House Dragonmaid again for the extras, but when you use Shio goes back into your extra deck and brings out House Dragonmaid, so you don't want to be banishing your House Dragonmaids either because you need them for the Shio plays. Also, House on her own is pretty good. She's 3000 attack, so that's a nice spicy attack. And also, when you're bringing your Dragonmaid monsters back to your hand from their own effects and bringing out the bigger Dragonmaid monsters, she can pop 1 for each time you do that. So that is pretty good. And also in the standby phase of either player's turn, she can also bring out a Dragonmaid from deck. As long as there is another Dragonmaid on board, you can bring out the other Dragonmaids if they're 1 level lower or 1 level higher. So there's some specific things to kind of keep an eye on with House, but overall she's a pretty good card. Then, after yesterday, we play 2 LP and 2 Pisty. So obviously LP summon from the deck, Pisty summon from the graveyard, and thankfully LP did not get banned. So that is fantastic news. That allows you to go into some Guard Dragon plays, get some more resources on the board, and go into some bigger stuff. Then we play the 1 Almirage, and we play 3 Spheres. So your combo in this deck is Spheres and Tidying. So we play 3 Spheres. Obviously you don't want to banish it off of Extra. So this card is brilliant. It allows you to bounce a card back to your opponent's hand by tributing itself. And then when it tributes itself, you can special summon a dragon monster from your deck. Now, because our entire deck is dragons, that works in our favor. And then finally, we play the 1 Boral Sword because we have a load of different ways to get to a lot of dragon monsters, or a lot of monsters in general. So Boral Sword is actually quite easy for us to go into and go for a game. So for our combos, we can, for a starter combo anyway, we could use Dragonmaid Chamber and Dragonmaid Hospitality. Now this could also be a Monster Born, or it could be World Legacy Guard Dragon. Any of those is fine, just a starter Dragonmaid and a Monster Born as your starter pieces. So first off, we normal summon Chamber Dragonmaid, use her effect to add Tidying to the hand. Then you link Chamber into Pisty. Then we use Hospitality, bring back Chamber, and send Hospitality to the grave. Link these 2 into Spheres and set Tidying. And that is full combo. So then on your opponent's turn, you use Spheres to tribute itself, bounce back 1 of your opponent's cards, and then on resolution, you can special summon a Dragonmaid from your deck. I will usually summon Nurse Dragonmaid from my deck, and then use Nurse's effect to bring back Dragonmaid Chamber. Then you can use Dragonmaid Chamber to, you can add another Tidying, so you have another Tidying to go into next turn, or you can add Hospitality to bring back Dragonmaid from the grave again. So then your opponent tries to carry on, manages to get a dragon monster on the board, and before they're able to link it away, you can activate Tidying. So bouncing your Nurse back to your hand, Tidying goes to grave, and their monster goes back to their hand then as well. So next turn you have a Nurse and you have a Tidying in your hand. You have a Tidying in the grave that you can banish to special summon a Dragonmaid card out. So you could link Chamber into LP or Pisty, and then banish this, bring back Chamber, or link them into Spheres. You still have it normal summon, so normal summon Nurse, bring back Chamber again, so you're getting more and more resources. You can go into Boral Sword, you can go into the LP plays to bring out a parlor from your deck and that'll allow you to dump the fusion spell. Then you can make Shio or House or whatever you want to make. And then that was only a 2-card combo. You still have 3 other cards in hand. This deck is super grindy and allows you to like bring out so many resources and continue playing through a lot of different interactions. So we'll do another quick combo. So we can start off another combo with black metal and tiding. So you normal summon black metal, link black metal into Pisty, Dragon Pisty, black metal effect to search your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Then you can banish Pisty, special summon Red Med effect, bring back black metal dragon, link the 2 of these into your spheres, set tiding wherever you want to set it, and you pass. And then again, same as last time, use spheres to tribute itself and send one of your opponent's cards back to their hand. Bring out a Dragonmaid monster that makes your trap live. Bring out Nurse if you want, or bring out Chamber, then you can add another trap to your hand. Bring out Parlor, you could dump the fusion spell if you so wish to do that type of thing. Or you can special summon Chamber, then search another monster reborn, turn Chamber into something else, bring her back with your Hospitality, for example. And there's so many different plays you can go into with this control deck, and then you still have 3 cards left in your hand, which could be hand traps or they could be further extenders, so it's only going to extend your plays no matter what you do. So that is it for the Dragonmaid profile and some combos as well. So that was my Dragonmaid control deck list and combos. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Tell me how you would change up the deck, whether you would change out different hand traps or something else that you would use to make it better. Slán!